Hello, and welcome to another episode of You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes and Not Eat. I'm your host, Kaylee Karp.
And I'm Mandy Cal.
All right, we're back to talk about episode 5 and 6. That's the best I got.
It was good. Didn't seem forced at all.
Good, I was scoring for unforced.
And that is the back from vacation, we're back.
It's been hard, y'all. I miss West Virginia. Anyway, we're here to talk about episode 5 and 6. Don't know the names. Do you, Mandy?
I believe it's 6 and 7, and the names are Revenge of the All-Stars and...
Okay, sorry. 6 and 7.
And Let's Make a Deal.
Okay, this is gonna be a great intro. Adequate names for sure.
I think we'll get people laughing quickly, and that's what we need.
That is. Gotta
Hook.
catch them. Hook and sinker.
Hook, line, and sinker, kids.
Okay, so episode 6, apparently, we start off with Kayla and John A. agree that the vibe is better now because Beth is gone. I forgot she was even here.
Yeah.
Pointless.
2 weeks, and you forget that someone just arrived and left and, created an entire scandal for 2 families.
Tried to ruin some lives. So Beth is gone. Great. Now we got to deal with some more Sylvia. Okay.
Yeah, and what? So in the kitchen, it's like Sylvia, Kayla, and Veronica are just standing there, and then Sylvia just starts randomly giving Kellyanne shit. I think John A is there, but she starts giving Kellyanne shit because Kellyanne is walking into the same room that is the kitchen. All right, cool.
Yep.
Although I did love Kellyanne's face.
I know. I love Kellyanne. Poor Kellyanne. She just gets shit on.
Right.
Youngins. Ugh. I'm assuming she's older than them.
I think so.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm giving you the sabotage, Kellyanne. Oh my gosh. I hate her.
Yeah, I really do not like Sylvia at all. I think she made one joke in one of these episodes where I was like, okay, that was kind of funny.
Yeah. It's fair. She'll have a one-liner every other episode.
And that's all.
That's it. She is worthless. Anyway, apparently Kellyanne has a boyfriend. I thought she was gonna be alone with her dogs. Like that was her thing.
And he actually seems kind of cool and cute.
Yeah.
That's all I really had to say.
Yeah.
They had a very productive, healthy conversation. They seem like they're in a very good relationship. Yeah. Congratulations, Kellyanne. We love to see it.
We're so happy for you. And then this is where we learned that she has like autoimmune diseases from lead and
she said heavy metal and mold
poisoning.
And I was like, How the fuck did you get heavy metal poisoning? How does one get heavy metal poisoning?
I don't know. And she said a couple of years ago, so it wasn't that long ago. I could Google it, but
honestly, that's the story I want to know.
Me too. Share.
Yeah, give us the details. Has anyone been sued?
Yeah, where were you? What were you doing? Are you okay? You seem okay. So now we get an MJ monologue. He's icing his knee. He's playing the game mostly for himself, not his family. Essentially.
Yeah, he said, I'm having a midlife crisis, going through a divorce, might be having an affair. Who's to say?
Who's to say? Got great hair, though. Great hair.
He does have amazing hair.
That's so
and
good.
The noise he makes, his signature noise, is fucking funny.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna do
it.
Yeah.
Noise is.
Yeah. He does that really high pitched thing.
I love him. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway.
What is it? Is it Brad, Derek, and is it Mark having a combo? And Brad, I think, he goes to a confessional where he's talking about how MJ plays a scared game, da 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 da. And it's like MJ doesn't play a scared game. He actually plays a very good. I think Nehemiah puts it best. He plays a self-preservation game.
Yeah,
it's scared. It's smart.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. It's just kind of they're all just talking shit about MJ.
I know. Okay, so
conversation
does MJ have a knee problem or not? Like,
I feel like I saw his knee buckle on one of those challenges.
yeah, I think he does. I think he was like talking shit to Mark to like scare Brad.
Yeah.
Because we see a flashback of like, my knee's really not that bad when he's talking to Mark last episode. Like, I'm gonna take Brad down. I don't know, it's just an act. So Brad is like, oh, he's a liar. But
no, he did, like, he ended up saving himself from elimination that time by doing what he did. He literally got Wes to volunteer himself because Brad freaked out. He did exactly what he needed to do.
yeah, he's a genius. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so then Brad is like, I wouldn't be surprised if the knee brace falls off, and he just keeps running, and then Derek like hysterically laughs. So it freaked me out.
I love, like, Derek thinks the weirdest things are funny, and I love it.
He's just like,
tries to like backtrack and be like, oh, I wasn't like making fun. I just mean like he's not gonna fall over or anything.
Brad is so
he keeps talking about the knee brace. Like, Brad is so obsessed with MJ's knee brace.
He's obsessed with MJ. I don't get it. It's weird.
Also, it's weird because I feel like Mark, Derek, and Brad were all kind of friends with MJ. It's not like they're not like cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess last season was so different than this season with the alliances and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, I don't know if we're like not seeing something that happened, or Brad's probably pissed that MJ won, really. And probably thinks he didn't deserve it. Okay, so Kellyanne is waiting to make a big move against the treehouse. Because it's challenge time!
The challenge day.
And it is called Stacked. And there will be 2 heats of 7, which, aka boys heat, girls heat. And you're gonna sprint to a code station. Wow, now I feel like I'm losing my voice. 1 sec. I'm such a smoker. Not. It was like,
I have done that.
I had a cigar once last night, so it's over. Okay. Where they will scratch on a board until a 4-digit code is revealed, and you will need that code to unlock a paddle for a stand-up board, aka a paddle board. And but there are only 5 boards available, so 2 people are going to be out right away, and then you're going to retrieve the puzzle pieces in the middle of the ocean or whatever and go to shore and create your puzzle. But there are only 3 spots to make a puzzle, so 2 more people are out. So it's very like boom, boom, boom. And that's it. So it's sabotage time. I'm hoping you can hear me.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. I thought you were frozen.
No, I was just like invested.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
So it's Sylvia and is it Sylvia and Brad? Why don't I have this? Oh, Mark. Okay, sorry. It's always Brad. Okay, sabotage time. So whoever gets the sabotage gets an extra lock, which means you got to scratch an extra board. And Sylvia acts like she doesn't know who she's gonna pick, and I hate how she says this. Hate to do it, babe, and picks John A. Like, no one's buying you and Kayla's bullshit. No one is buying.
But I did love in the middle of the explanation though, where TJ's explaining how it's like 2 less people each time, and Veronica like says it before TJ, and TJ just looks at her and goes, good math, and Veronica gets just this very like confident smile and just nods like, yes, I know.
Man, she is on a high horse as well.
Just that shit made me crack up.
I know. I really like love TJ this season, or just in All Stars in general. I feel like he's like so fun.
Yeah, because I feel like he's like actually friends with a lot of these people, and it just like kind of comes off in their vibe, like the way that he talks shit to like Tina, and like the way he kind of knows how Veronica's like a little Miss Know-It-All type, and he just kind of plays into that.
Yeah, because they're like his age, most of them.
Yep.
And he definitely talks down to people on the normal challenge, and he doesn't really do that on this. So I love that. Okay, so then Mark asks if anyone wants to sabotage because he doesn't want to ruffle any feathers, and MJ offers to take it for some reason because of his knee. I get it and I don't get it, I guess. He probably would have got it anyway.
So I think MJ made a calculated decision that he wasn't gonna win today's challenge because
Yeah.
he wouldn't. He's not gonna paddle faster than Brad, Derek, or Jordan. And so I think he's just in like, I'm gonna conserve energy mode and I don't want to accidentally tweak my knee running in sand. So give me the extra sabotage so I can like get out in the first round and not waste energy.
Yeah, that's basically it is kind of what he said too. He, yeah, might go in, might as well save it for elimination. Okay, so the guys start first, and Derek gets to his lock first, then Brad and Nehemiah and Jordan. And yeah, MJ is immediately out because there are no boards, and so is Mark. So bye-bye.
Also, like, how many times though are we gonna hear about Derek's engagement, has a house, has children? Like, what? Every episode, I feel like.
And I feel like he always adds something to it. Like, retirement is not looking good.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
Okay, Derek, you're a hot mess at what, 40?
Yeah. He goes, I'm finally getting my shit together. And we're keeping it going.
We hear about it way too much. And like the more pictures I see of his fiance, I'm like, that bitch is crazy for sure.
They're a toxic couple, but hopefully it works out for him.
Hopefully like they're both crazy and just
the right crazy for each other.
Yeah. We need something interesting, more interesting, Derek.
I do like when they're in the middle of their like paddle boarding.
Yeah.
So what it's Derek, Brad, Nehemiah, Wes, and Jordan out there paddling. Derek and Brad have a pretty big lead, and then Brad overtakes Derek. And then Derek has a little confessional or voiceover or whatever. He goes, bionic Brad and his bionic beard.
Yeah. I had that too. It's so funny.
Because he keeps doing it throughout the season too. I love it.
He says it like in different ways too.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, so Derek is in first, but he quickly loses that because he can't get his puzzle pieces on his board. And Brad passes him while Jordan tells him to get the fuck out of the way. Classic Jordan. Poor Derek. I like felt bad for him.
Yeah. But also like Nehemiah and Wes had a decent lead on Jordan. Jordan just like, nope.
Yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, Nehemiah's slacking with Wes, and they both realize they're not gonna make it, so they're gonna just have a moment together and some music plays and
they're gonna enjoy views, and there's gonna be a little sweet little song for it.
Yeah, and I guess I respect that. Wes seems to have like calmed down a lot recently.
Wes does seem like a different person in this season.
Yeah, like in the first couple episodes he was very Wes, but now he's like, since he like went against Yes, I feel like he's different.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think he liked Yes like coming for him like that, because I think he was trying to be mellow, but it got his like juices going, and then once he got Yes out, he's like, all right, now I can just chill with my friends.
Now I'm chill. And Nehemiah is so chill too. Like he was so fucking annoying last season. Obviously.
Well, maybe like Wes and Nehemiah are just like good for each other. They just need each other to balance like each other out.
I think so. And it's just like the bigger picture. Like you're with your best friends trying to win money, so there's not like a bunch of drama either.
Yeah. Because they like have like true genuine friendships. It's not like they haven't seen each other in like 10 years. They were friends back then. They're like all involved in each other's lives, it sounds like.
Yeah. They probably all did it because they're all on it, like so they could all be together.
Yeah. They're like, I'm gonna go on vacation with my friends and hopefully win some money.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And Panama looks beautiful. They're like in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
There's hills. I don't know. It's just great.
See, Wes and Nehemiah, they got to paddleboard together.
Anyway. Brad, Jordan, and Derek start the puzzle, and Jordan's like, luckily Derek is here to fuck a puzzle up, and Brad fucking kills it with the puzzle.
How did he do that so fast? He literally was just like, I know exactly how to do this. My name is Brad, and I've been doing the star puzzle where I stack shit my entire life.
Yeah, because like at first when I looked at it, I was like, that's not hard. And then it seems kind of hard because they're all different pieces or sizes of this star. So how did he do it so fast?
He's the only one that did it like, and then in the women's heat, we see like how long that takes. But like Derek and Mark were nowhere close.
Or
Derek and Jordan.
yeah, and Jordan should be close.
Yeah.
So Brad won.
That bionic beard.
I just have Brad is terrifying because he like walked away from that puzzle like so serious.
I know he has like this. I think it's like him trying to be humble, but he has this like moment where he wants to rage, where he does like the and then he just like puts his head down and just walks calmly away. And I'm just like, okay,
So weird. So weird. But I feel like there's a lot of people like him.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he's a lot of men. Because he does the same thing when he like, because that was a super cool kick to like knock down the star like puzzle. He does like this sweet little spin kick move, knocks down the entire thing. And then you can tell he's like proud of himself, but like he gets embarrassed of being proud of himself and then puts his head down and walks away.
Yeah, and like it's humble, but like it looks angry or I don't know.
Yeah. He doesn't make eye contact with anyone. He just is like, I'm in my own world now.
Ugh, he's probably gonna win. I'm worried.
He's on a roll this season.
Yeah, he's really good. Now the girls are up, and Naya goes to her lock first, and then Veronica's next. And I have that Jordan and Naya talk about how well they want her to do, blah blah blah.
Did you catch the part though in the beginning where they're like Janae had a little like confessional or whatever, and she's talking about how she wants to save MJ and that's the reason she wants to win, and then she like it clicks in what she's saying, and then she goes, oh, and so like I'm safe too, like I want to be safe, not like that I can save MJ. I don't know why I have this note, but I randomly have in all caps, shut up Sylvia.
Probably because she said some stupid shit.
Yeah, probably about something about being from the Midwest, can't scrape, blah, 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 blah.
It was that. She did say that.
I know she did.
Yeah. She's not making us Midwesterns proud.
The thing is if you're from the Midwest, you should know how to scrape ice, girl.
Yeah, your windshield.
Your windshield, yeah.
That's like everyone does it.
Like since you're like 15 and a half.
Oh my god.
Or depending on who your parents are, your entire life.
Depending if your parents hated you or not. So funny. Okay, so I said Kayla... Veronica can't read left to right because she put her code in the other way.
Yeah. So on the paddle boards, we got Kayla, Janae, Ronnie, Naya, and Kellyanne.
Yep. Kellyanne's killing it because she does paddleboard things and she does yoga paddleboard things, so they all fucked.
Well, I'm pretty sure that before the season, like I knew Kellyanne was good with paddleboards. Like I'm pretty sure this was like a thing before where she's very good in water. Like she's known to be in water and like she's obsessed with yoga. You really don't think she does yoga paddleboarding? And you didn't give her the sabotage, Sylvia. You gave the sabotage to Janae on a building puzzle, not like one of those like things where they move the stuff around, which Janae is excellent at. But like you have to stack shit. That's not the same thing. It's not really like it's puzzle-esque, but not a real puzzle.
Sylvia fucked up hard.
Yeah, give Kellyanne that. Don't give her a chance on water.
Yeah, because she like is so like in first place, like so much ahead of them. She gets to that puzzle really quick. And then I put Naya and Kayla suck because Kayla's like going the wrong way and Naya can't do it.
They just like floated off.
It's not that hard. I don't understand. That's something I can actually do.
Well, that's it's like when people go round and round in kayaks too. I'm just like, but like, how do you not figure it out? Like it's just like you paddle one way and then and if you go too far one way, you paddle the other. Like, I don't understand it.
I don't know.
Because like I remember when I started, because I haven't kayaked that long. Like I remember when I started, and like even when I started, I didn't do that shit. It's not that hard to figure out.
No, it's I don't know. It's so obvious. Like you have a paddle with two whatever they're called on each side. Like
Just like don't move your body that much.
yeah. Morons, all of them.
They just don't
So
understand the water. They're not from the Midwest.
The Great Lakes.
They don't have the Great Lakes.
They don't have home.
They're probably all from LA, go to the beach all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we have actual waves. Thank you very much.
So Ronnie's the only one left in the treehouse, and they need Ronnie to win. So it's really cute because like when Kellyanne's doing her puzzle, Wes is helping her, and it's very interesting because they used to date and it didn't end well, right? You were telling me.
Well, they had like a break where Wes hooked up with someone else on a challenge, and then Evelyn had to be like, Wes, do you want Kellyanne to figure out about this? And then Wes pretty much was like, I do not care about, and then like completely shut down. I think it was, who was it? Teresa. It was Teresa, and he was like, I don't like you at all. And then Teresa like was really into Wes and started crying, but he still had feelings for Kellyanne. It's the whole thing.
Wow, he's so boring now. Damn. I don't think I've ever seen Wes hooking up with people. Because I came in too late. I haven't watched those seasons. I need to.
I mean, he was actually pretty terrible human being in his early 20s. Like he really has, like you can see the maturity.
Yeah.
Still very arrogant, but like not evil. You know?
Right. He's like married and like not gonna cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ronnie talks about this is like high school, like gotta make the girls like you. She doesn't really know because she's new. So Kellyanne is killing it at the puzzle and she's staying calm and she wants to stay calm. And Ronnie is super close, but she's missing a piece that is like on the bottom.
I know, it was literally breaking my heart. I was like screaming at the TV, just being like, it's right there. Like, just get it, Ronnie. Because I wanted Ronnie to win so bad. Because like she deserves it. She's like really good at this. Like she's good at the challenges. She's been playing a very good political game. Like she came into this game with no alliances. And she's been pretty safe. And it's impressive. And we love Ronnie.
Yeah, she's great. I can't believe she like didn't look.
No, I know. Or like someone tell her. I feel like that's always what happens is someone randomly will realize and be like, it's right there. And then like it all happens. And I thought that was gonna happen, then it didn't, and I got sad.
I know, I feel like everyone took Kellyanne's side on this one.
Yeah.
The guys. Which because Wes probably started it and then they were like, oh, okay, let's talk to Kellyanne. So
that's guy talked.
That's my guy voice.
My guy voice. Wes does some, we do some.
Yeah. He does what Ginger does.
That moment though where Kellyanne is trying to put on her last piece and then the wind blows that shit all over.
The whole thing.
Okay, but my favorite thing is that everyone there, including like Sylvia and Veronica, like had like a oh my gosh like type face, except for Kayla, who had a smile and she was trying to hide the smile, but it was she had like that like Ronnie might actually win and we could be safe.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I hadn't noticed that. I'm surprised that Veronica and Sylvia had a face.
Yeah, they were both like
so funny. So yeah, everyone's expecting a meltdown, but she's like, it's fine. And then the boys block the win for her. Okay, and then somehow she rebuilds it and wins. Like beats John A, beats Ronnie. I can't believe that whole time. That must have been so much time.
Yeah. Also
confused.
So Ronnie was right there with Kellyanne towards the end, but just was missing that one piece. What was happening with John A?
We don't get to know.
They said, we know that she's here too, but we're gonna cut out her entire scene and just go back and forth between Ronnie and Kellyanne.
So she must have been way behind. Nothing interesting must have happened.
So Sylvia, great use of the sabotage.
Yeah. Couldn't even make it to the final cut.
Well, the person you sabotaged made it to the final cut. But then still fucked up on the puzzle, which you thought she was going to be great at.
Yeah.
Just dumb on all accounts.
Yeah, that's Sylvia. So this whole thing happens where like Kellyanne celebrates in a very fine and deserved way, I think.
Yeah, it's just like let someone just be happy for a fucking minute.
Yeah, and everyone celebrates crazy. This is the challenge.
Also, her entire puzzle blew down and she rebuilt it and still won on something that she usually panics on. Like that is like that's a personal accomplishment for her.
Yeah, so Sylvia says something like, if I act like that when I win, just shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
And Naya hears and she's like, what the hell?
I did write here though, Sylvia describing how she feels about Kellyanne is how I feel about Sylvia. Where she's like, I don't know how, like I can't explain why, I just hate her. And I'm just like, that's exactly how I feel about you.
She makes me crazy when she talks about her fucking family.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, I have a stepson. Nobody cares. That's how I feel. Okay.
No, like my god, like yes, you have a family. They all have families. We understand. I don't just. Ugh.
I'm 33 and I have a stepson. Yikes, we're mean. Okay. We're Sylvia.
Well, they all say the same shit every time. It's just like, have something else going on in your life. Like what?
Something. Well, especially because she's like,
like to go hiking. I want to pay for my hiking trip. That's
be Kellyanne. She wants to like travel with her dogs, travel sanctuary or something.
Said multiple interesting things. And everyone gives her shit, but she's the only one saying interesting things.
Yeah, because Veronica bought a house, so that's really exciting.
And she's like, I'm sure it'll all go back into the house. Okay, what? A pool? Like, what are you doing new things?
Can we see a picture?
You're gonna put $250,000 into a house and not describe what's happening?
She doesn't fucking know what she's talking about. That's what it is.
What do you mean? Are you paying the mortgage with the $250,000? Like, what's happening? Like,
so stupid. Okay, so now it's Brad and Kellyanne. That one, Kellyanne feels weird about winning because of the power, and they are the last two ones that will be throwing out Sabotage's next challenge. So that means the final is near, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's All Stars, but I just feel like it could go on forever and I'd be happy.
All Stars does seem like it just goes by so quick.
That's why these guys do it. Okay, so then after Kellyanne, Johnny, and Naya, right? I'm saying that right? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Naya.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Naya. Talk about what Sylvia said. And I'm like, is Naya naked during this?
I know, she looks so naked. I thought the same thing. I was like,
oh, I knew you would.
I was like, what? Did Jordan just leave? What's going on?
I feel like it's something she would do. Like, she's probably like really comfortable, but it was so weird.
And Kellyanne doesn't give a fuck. Kellyanne's probably like, your body is your holy place. Yeah.
No, she probably doesn't even notice.
Yeah, Kellyanne's just like, live everyone's life.
Yeah. So yeah, Kellyanne's pissed. Like, fuck the treehouse. And what does she say? I'm feeling very not vengeful right now. Something.
Yeah, Kellyanne. I mean, she has every reason to be upset.
Yeah,
like that's annoying. And Sylvia just needs to like chill.
Yeah, and Kellyanne's like, take away my shine, fuck you. She's gonna make a big move.
Although, yeah, so is it Kellyanne and Brad won? I feel like it's so like this is the most obvious of who's gonna go in. Like we know immediately with the winners who's probably gonna go in. But I do love how Janae now is saying like I'm a target, and she just loves to say because I won. Like
I know.
like she gets that smile.
She like smiles with her hair that's like all done and beautiful and
yeah, she's like because I won.
She looks great.
I know, and I'm just like, yeah, you did. Own that.
Own that shit. So I feel like if you have a video scene with loved ones, there's a high probability of you going home.
Yep, there is.
Because I mean Kellyanne had one too, but you know, we get this terrible scene of her talking to her stepson about his grades and she's tearing him apart and he like does not care.
I hated that. I hated Sylvia and her fucking stepson. Why is Sylvia the one that's doing the parenting about grades while he's with his dad?
Like, how long has she been around? She's very comfortable to do that because I think she said fiance, didn't she?
I think so.
Like, I wonder how long they've been together.
Well, and she does like a setup question. She goes, how's school? Not even like, I saw your grades are bad. That he's like, good. Oh, really? I was like, are you serious? Why are we watching this?
I know.
I don't want to see this 15-year-old kid get humiliated.
Yeah, exactly. On national television.
Yeah, because he's getting bad grades. Like, I don't want this kid to get made fun of for this shit. Why are we watching it?
Yeah, that's probably why, like, you see half his face the whole time. He's like, I don't want to be on this.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm out of here. Stepmom like, Sylvia.
Like, okay, I love you. Love you too. Okay, I miss you. Miss you too. Deuces. That's a 13-year-old. You don't give a fuck. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. And then it's this like weird party of birthday party time. And Wes and Janae are wearing crowns. But everyone's making deals, so it's not as fun. But there's a lot of glitter in the face.
Yeah, it was like no one's partying. Everyone's just talking game right now.
Yeah. Kayla doesn't know how much damage control she can do, which I don't think she does any.
No, and I mean that's fucking fair. Like to me, it's like, well, I'll probably get thrown in it. Like who? Like okay.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Like I don't even know why Sylvia tries in this next scene.
Yeah. Well,
it was awkward.
Well, Kellyanne's like essentially, I don't know why I would give another chance to someone who's just been mean to me while I've been here. And then Sylvia's like, but I've been getting better, right?
Yeah, like I'm working on myself.
Yeah, like I'm better at the way I treated you from yesterday since you won, and that should be recognized.
And she's like, I didn't throw you the sabotage.
Yeah, which is dumb.
It wasn't dumb. You should have. Yeah. And then Kellyanne's like, okay, yeah, but then you said you'd shoot me in the face, and I wish like we get like a face of Sylvia afterwards, but I feel like that's not the face she made after because I wanted to see that reaction because it was so funny.
Yeah.
She just straight up called her out.
Well, and it's just like Sylvia, like you can't just be mean to someone and then expect them to do things for you and then get annoyed when they don't do things for you. That's so annoying. Like chill.
Yeah, and honestly, Kellyanne was nice to her and she even offers to try and work together, and Sylvia is too dumb to like think of something smart to say.
Yeah, she just is glaring at Kellyanne. She can't get over that she's just annoyed with Kellyanne's personality.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. And then it's awkward, so we're gonna pause this and we'll talk about it in the morning, which we never get a scene of that, so who knows if that happened.
Such a weird conversation, although this was one of Sylvia I think is funnier jokes. I don't think it was great, but she did say eat shit with a side of gluten, which is kind of funny. That. It's a little funny.
It was kind of funny. Now I'm like protective of Kellyanne, so I'm like, don't say that.
Yeah.
I try not to eat gluten either.
It really does upset stomachs.
Yeah, you have. Okay, I'm sorry, but look at you, Sylvia, and look at Kellyanne. Like, one is eating gluten and one is not.
Fair point.
That's all I'm gonna say. So it's finally elimination time. Wait, no, I skipped
Nomination.
on nomination time.
I just put blah blah blah. You both know who you want. Why the fuck is going on? Like, what's happening here? Oh, Brad's white and his eyes are showing up.
I just liked when they're like, "Yeah, we're both open," and then Kellyanne says something, and Brad's like, "Oh, so you're not open?" Like, whoa, you're not open either, bro.
Yeah. Also, Brad's just such a weird communicator. He's like, "So let me get this clear. What you're saying is, if you take women's vote, I get man's vote. That's what you said."
Do you?
Kellyanne's like, yeah, right. I'd be open to that.
He talks caveman. Me, man vote. You, woman vote. Okay. I go pick bugs out of my beard now. Like,
yes.
I win next challenge. So obviously it's Brad picks MJ, and it's between Kayla and Sylvia, but Kellyanne picks Sylvia. Mm-hmm. And now it's elimination time. That's all I have.
Well, they went and told them or whatever, and Kayla had more of a reaction than Sylvia did. Kayla instantly started crying, and I was like, girl, chill.
I know, instantly. It was like, oh my God. Like, you knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then, now you're safe because she's not gonna pick you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And John A asked Wes, he's like, you know her pretty well. What do you think she's gonna do? And then Wes doesn't look at her at all and just goes, I think she's gonna pick you.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. Now elimination time. So Sylvia, like, they obviously are picking their people, and Sylvia wanted John A, but then she sees it's a puzzle, so she goes for Naya, and Naya's like, what the fuck? Never told me this was a possibility. Which is always like, this is what happens.
Well, and that was kind of surprising, but also like,
but
these people, I feel like they just think anything is like a puzzle, and like it is puzzle-esque, but that's a maze and it's a different situation, you know?
MJ wants Brad, but he can't break Brad, obviously. So he chooses Derek because it's a puzzle. So that's fair.
It's a maze.
And I love these like head-to-head shots. So they're hilarious.
Mm-hmm. They are funny.
Short, so it's like really sad.
Yeah. But like low key though, I feel like if you are gonna go for like a heavy hitter, you should do it on one of the challenges like this, because this is your best chance to take out someone big on something that is like as random as this.
It is really random.
So that's why she should have went for John. Like, I think she should have went for John A here.
Yeah, because it's a maze.
Yeah.
I mean, I can explain it, but
oh yeah. Hell yeah.
So it's called Starstruck, and they must solve a vertical maze with like a pole, and to release the pole they have to finish the maze and then use the pole to score a ball into the hole that's underneath the puzzle. And I don't know, the maze is like those old school games with the ball and no, it's not like that. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, pinball machine?
Yeah, or like the little device with the little ball and you like rotated it.
Oh yeah.
It's not like that, but it's like the maze is kind of like that, but not with the ball. It's with a pole. You don't have to move it like that. It's just a wall. There you go, everyone. That's your visual.
Yep. It is a stationary wall, and they have a maze, and there's a star pole, and they have to pull out the stars on different locations.
Yes. Makes perfect clear sense to me. So yeah, it's random. It's a maze, which is different than a puzzle. So you could pick John A.
That's different than a puzzle.
Or like Mark or Nehemiah. I don't know. Who knows?
Mark, I think, probably would have been a good pick.
Yeah.
I probably would have still went with Derek in the situation. I don't fault MJ there.
Yeah, it's fair. So the women go first, and Sylvia takes an early lead. But Nia catches up thanks to Jordan and his usual commentary. So she releases her pole first, and she takes her first shot into the hole, and you just feel it. You just know, and it goes right in, and fucking Sylvia's gone.
And she crushed it.
She crushed it because
Although
Nia's
it
good at that
was
shit.
so fucking funny when Jordan was giving her advice and he was like, okay, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, wiggle, wiggle.
Jordan doesn't give a fuck.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle,
Be my new
wiggle.
advice. Whenever someone asks me for advice, I'm gonna say, okay, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. Ridiculous. So yeah. Oh, Kellyanne yells sorry, and Sylvia says fuck off.
Kelly, fuck off. Actually, like, I kind of respect that.
Yeah, I mean, Kellyanne should like not say anything, I would say.
Yeah.
But
But if Sylvia would have been like, well, thanks, that would have been fake as fuck. So her saying fuck off is, just a real response.
That's true. That's true. So the men are up next, and Derek does the maze easily, and MJ struggles.
Mm-hmm. MJ, like, I think took a wrong turn at like a crucial point, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And had to like go back. And it was funny because it's like it seemed like Jordan wanted to give MJ advice, but like was doing it quietly and then telling Johnny to like say things to him.
Yeah.
Johnny, tell him he needs to go back.
I know, it was weird. So Derek gets his pull first, but he is not good with the shooting the ball in the hole.
He is all over the place.
And
Left,
he's like
right, almost in.
He's like creating this buildup in the sand so it won't even go in. Like, can you fix that?
Yeah, I know. Like, think about where you're stepping. Like, you want to create like a clean path. And also, Brad, very stressed about those divots. He kept bringing up those divots.
Divots. Yeah, he was very stressed about it.
He was like, how's he supposed to do it with the divots? There's lots of divots now, and they're like, I don't know how you're gonna get that ball in a hole with divots. Have you seen a divot work here?
Like, I need MJ gone.
Yeah.
So MJ is like kind of catching up, but essentially Derek finally gets it in, and Derek celebrates, rightly so, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sad MJ left.
Me too, but also he wasn't like super interesting this season.
He really didn't do much, actually.
Him and Johnny have just been hanging out.
What does Johnny's husband think of that? Like,
they've got to have talks about that. There's no way you can, unless they have some sort of agreement, do you?
That's true.
There's just no way that I don't think I'd be okay with that if I was in a relationship with someone. Were you just braiding his fucking hair and just laying with him always?
Every day and cuddling, and she has like 2 young kids. Ugh. So anyway, any other notes on this episode? No. I like didn't have much because I was trying to finish this up at work. So
no, and this one was kind of like, and it's hard to talk about these type of challenges. It's just like they move the poles, got it done faster, they hit the ball in. It is what it is.
It's so true. The next one's better.
Yeah, and like I was just happy to see Sylvia. I was kind of sad to see MJ, but like I don't know that I want any other guy to leave at this point.
I can leave.
I like him and Wes's relationship.
He is like a different person this season.
Yeah, I didn't love him last season, but he's okay this season.
Okay. Well, let's do the next episode. And quickly. So we can do it. Okay. What's it called again? Make a deal? Don't make a deal?
Let's make a deal.
Okay. That was close.
Had some deal in there.
Yeah. So the first scene is John A crying about MJ being gone and the Mark cuddling thing. And yeah, so she's got a winner. She's going in for sure. And it's just awkward because Derek comes in and asks where's his crown since he took MJ out, and John A is like, I still have it, and you're going down. And Derek just is like, what the fuck? I thought that was really entertaining.
I do love how John A was calling MJ the person she works with.
Yeah.
She keeps lessening what it was. They're like, my friend, my partner.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, that's the person she was working with.
It looks so bad. Fucking Beth. So Veronica has a video call with her girlfriend Alexa, and it's funny because her girlfriend grew up watching the challenge. So
I know, I go, LOL, she's dating a fan.
Yeah. She bought a house, blah blah blah. I don't want to talk about it.
Congrats.
Yep. Then Ronnie and Kellyanne have a talk because Kellyanne wants to get her thoughts on everything, and she doesn't want to go against Ronnie, and they have a weird talk too. I don't know.
Well, to me it sounds like Kellyanne was trying to make a deal with Ronnie to like a little side thing, being like, let's kind of protect each other because you're gonna be like the last one out of the treehouse. And I feel like Kellyanne was trying to test the waters, but Ronnie gave her nothing because Ronnie's loyal as fuck. And she didn't want to do a double cross to like save herself or no like side deals or whatever.
Work both sides.
Yeah, she shut down the conversation because Ronnie was just like, I don't know, really have anything to say right now.
Yeah, probably the best move. She's not in the best spot because obviously she's the lowest in the treehouse. She doesn't know that yet, but
yeah, and I think maybe this like probably would like hindsight 2020. Maybe this would have been like a good deal to do
if like no one found out.
If no one found out, yeah,
it'd be hard. So now we have trivia.
Yeah. I do love that everyone is just guessing it. Like, so it is like he has that smile that we're about to do trivia. He has that trivia smile. And then someone else was like, oh, he's got the laugh ready.
Yeah, it was so funny. So this looked a little tense because it's called Shooting Stars, and each person is going to be hooked up to a supersized slingshot. What the fuck? And TJ will ask them questions, and if you get it right, you can assign a strike to whoever you choose. If you get it wrong, you get a strike, 3 and you're out. Last one of each heat wins, is in the authority, blah blah blah. Sabotage time. Person who has a sabotage gets the first strike. And Kellyanne picks Veronica, which I think is smart. Veronica is smart.
Veronica's very smart and confident in it.
Yeah, she is. So Brad's a bitch, doesn't want to make any enemies, and chooses himself.
Although still kind of smart because he would have been, he would have been for sure first one out had he not done that. Wasn't he first one out anyways? Yeah.
He a dum-dum. We find out he a dum-dum. I didn't write all the questions down, but they were funny. So, okay. Oh, is this when Derek says brilliant Brad and his brilliant beard?
Yep. That was the second one of that episode.
So good. So the girls are up and someone says, girls are up there looking smart as hell, which I thought was really funny.
And then they're like, all right, Veronica, you already have one strike. And then she goes, fuck off, Kellyanne. And Kellyanne's like, what the hell? Why is everyone always telling me to fuck off? Like, I'm just playing this game. You guys came for me first.
It's so true.
Yeah.
So aggressive. Poor Kellyanne.
And like the thing is like when Kellyanne's gotten power, she's been very nice about it.
Oh, I know.
They're still just evil to her.
Oh yeah, Sylvia was like such a fucking hypocrite with like her power trip of Kellyanne. I'm like, are you serious? You were just like mocking her.
Yeah.
Oh, so
you like very openly mock her quite a bit in front of her face.
Yeah.
As a grown fucking adult.
Yeah. They're not grown.
Yeah, that's why they don't want 30-year-olds on this show.
Which is sad. 30,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, come on, Sylvia.
So,
Show your stepson now how to not to be a bully.
oh my God, she is a bully. Well, she's probably getting bullied real hard online, so karma.
Yeah. What goes around comes around, my girl.
And so Johnny gets a strike right away with like getting Tiger King wrong because it was Lion King, or she said Lion King, blah blah. I have that Ronnie gets hers right and puts it on Kellyanne, and then Kellyanne gets hers wrong, and then Kayla gets hers right, and then Kellyanne is out.
Well, Kellyanne was funny because I think it was she was asked like what animal is the fastest in the animal kingdom or whatever, and she goes, a tiger, and he goes, cheetah, which I think is a pretty well-known thing.
Yeah,
but she was like, oh, they're kind of similar.
In her confessional, she's like defending herself. I might have said like leopard, so that's hard.
I would have said cheetah.
Okay, Mandy, you can do it next time.
I wouldn't have gotten Tiger King though. When they said King, I was like,
yeah. After he said it, I knew, but that was so, it feels like so long ago because that's all we were doing. It's embarrassing. Oh, and Naya's up with a century question because he says like if it's the 16th. Wait, fuck. Now I can't. Now I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, so if it's like 1623, that's the 17th century because you have to go one above, I think.
Right, that's all I say. The year and then the century is above. Yeah, and she gets that wrong.
I didn't know that.
I used to know that.
I feel like I learned that in like Bible class or some CCD. But like yeah, St. Jude. But I blacked that out of my life. We no longer remember church, huh?
Does your dad still go to church?
Yeah.
Oh. Mine too.
My family is very religious. It's so fun. If I ever bring someone to meet them, she will be called a friend.
Oh, that sucks.
Although the funny thing is, 14 grandchildren, right? 5 of us are gay.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that's how Catholics work.
Okay, you guys are gonna have a great time as you get older. That is so cool. Okay, so Veronica gets hers right, of course, and picks Naya. And then she gets another one right, and she picks John A too. And Naya gets hers. This is very back and forth. I didn't write the questions down. Naya gets hers right and picks Ronnie. And then Kayla gets hers wrong with the Lincoln assassination question.
I know that off like hand. I don't know if I was like if I would have been asked that in that situation that I would have gotten it. I would have been like, fuck, Charles Gateau? Like
or like what is it? Booth? Like it's
John
like
Wilkes Booth.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered all of that. I just didn't remember it. So that's fair.
Some like, it's in a theater. I know it's in a theater.
Got shot in the back of the head.
Yeah. I can see it.
Some of the questions were easy and some of them were hard. Like,
and I feel like they cater to like kind of the dumber people to give them like, but okay, so him making fun of Kayla for her not knowing that was a bit much. Like some of them got worse questions wrong.
So Janae should do better, I thought, because she's up next with the element question and she fails because she says earth instead of air. I don't know if I would have got that under pressure, but it was funny that she said earth.
Well, isn't earth one of them?
No, I thought that was wrong.
I think it's earth, fire.
It is earth,
water, and air. Well, I think it's like wind. Like I know he says air, right? But it's like wind. It's like dirt, ground.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, I don't know him then. Earth sounded so weird. I thought it was like earth, wind, fire,
water.
Maybe I'm thinking. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. We would fail trivia.
I did love her thing where she was like, TJ goes, "You don't know the 4 elements?" And she goes, "Not right now."
Yeah. And then she's like, pressure up there is unbelievable, blah, blah, blah. Janae's out, and then Naya's out because Ronnie gets hers right, and the treehouse is going to win.
Yep. So it's down to Ronnie, Kayla, and Veronica. And so I think, does it go to Veronica? And essentially she has the choice to either take out Ronnie or Kayla, and she ends up taking out Ronnie first. And that's where Ronnie has the realization that she's going to have Kayla's back before hers, and she needs to look out for herself now.
Yep, that was going to happen sooner or later.
Yep.
She takes that very personally, but I mean, it's smart because now you know.
For sure.
No. Okay, so then Veronica gets another one right, and that was just a guess because TJ asked like what rapper likes to be called Big Papa.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air, be the true player.
Yeah, and she just guessed Biggie Smalls, and that's right, and she wins. And they play that song, right?
Yeah.
I'm so wait.
I love that song. But yeah, good for Veronica. I feel like that was kind of predictable. She was gonna win.
Even with a strike, yeah, like.
Well, also, I don't know why like Naya and like went for Ronnie. Like, why wouldn't you go for Veronica? I feel like I would go for Veronica first. Because like Kayla's probably gonna get some wrong on her own. And I would rather Ronnie be in power than Veronica.
Yeah, not a smart move for her. Nope. I did like how she like gave her the strike, and then Ronnie was like so offended.
She said, "Give me another one, see what happens."
Yeah, let's go. So Kellyanne is screwed, and the boys are up. And I love when Derek says, like, this isn't trivia day. This is how dumb can you look day.
I love Derek's whole trivia attitude.
Oh, it's great. That and his puzzle attitude is funny. So Mark gets his first one wrong, and then Derek gets his right and hits Nehemiah because of last season. All of a sudden, we're really mad about last season again.
Yep. I feel like him and Nehemiah really just don't like each other, but they have a lot of the same friends.
Yeah, they're in the same alliance right now, so they have to deal with each other. And Wes has this possibly smart thing where he's going to get the first one wrong, so he doesn't have to give a strike to someone, and he'll have the strike. It's a fair thing.
Brad is asked who is the first person to walk on the moon, and he says Lance Armstrong. And then for a really long time is confused why he got a strike. And then I think Derek looks at it, he goes, "That's the biker, bro."
That's the biker, bro. And then in very Brad fashion, he's like, "Oh shoot," or whatever.
Yeah. Like, shucks, kid.
Dang it.
Gosh darn it.
I should have known that. I love Nehemiah's question when TJ asked him what seltzer was out of stock, or there was a national shortage in 2019, and he's like, "I don't drink," and TJ's like, "I don't either." Ha!
We're both sober. Hey.
And I didn't know Nehemiah didn't drink. That's crazy. So he does all that crazy stuff sober. Wow. Impressive. So anyway, he says White Claw, which I knew that. I was obsessed with White Claw. Also, everyone else was, but that's okay.
It was a fad of the 2019 era.
Pre-COVID, beautiful time. And Jordan goes and he gets like 2 of them wrong. I don't remember what the questions were, but
he gets so where is Area 51 located at? Which I'm pretty sure is pretty well known. It's Nevada.
Yeah,
he said New Mexico, and then he was asked what a stop sign is, which I feel like everyone knows is a fucking octagon, and he said hexagon. What? And Jordan's pretending like he's Mr. fucking brilliant.
And he said New Mexico so confidently, like New Mexico. And I was like, New Mexico?
Yeah, Roswell's in New Mexico, bro. Come on, get your alien shit right. Disrespectful.
Dumb. I'm like disappointed. He should have done better in this.
Yeah.
So, Nehemiah.
And when you do like a back to back and you get them both wrong, you really fuck yourself, because that's like your chance to really get some. Like you can literally get someone who got one question just out of the game, and he just fucked it up because those were two easy questions. He usually gets the hard ones. He got two fucking simple ones,
and he fucked it up. So Nehemiah gets another one wrong, and Brad is asked to name the four names of the Beatles, which he doesn't know. And so he tries to compare it like, I might as well say the books of the Bible. And he doesn't know that either.
Yeah, he said Martha. He goes, and they call him out and he goes, oh yeah, I fucked up on that too.
Yeah. Okay, so the Beatles are John Legend, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr. I don't know the fourth one.
I'm pretty sure you said the first two's names wrong.
No.
John Lennon, Paul McCartney.
John Lennon? Did I say John Legend?
Yeah. Well, I think you said John Legend.
No.
I don't know. You might have said that one, right? Paul McCartney. And then
Ringo Starr? Isn't that
Ringo
it?
Starr. Yeah, you said Ringo Starr.
Okay. What's the fourth one?
I think it's George Harrison, but I wouldn't have gotten that right before I saw the show.
Yeah, I didn't even hear when they fixed it. George Harrison. Wow.
Well, it's George something, I think Harrison, but it's like a very fucking normal name that I've never feel like I've heard of before.
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, he said the first three. Because when he said it, I couldn't think of John Lennon for a second. And I was like, no, I know Paul. I know Ringo, because who can forget Ringo? And then
Ringo.
His name is fucking Ringo.
Yeah, Brad was fucked. So Brad is the first one to go. And he says like Chris and Steve. It's embarrassing. And then Wes gets his next one right and he throws it on Jordan, and now Jordan's out. And Derek gets his right with the Mayflower question, which I didn't think he was going to.
No. Good job, Derek.
And throws it on Nehemiah. And then Mark is asked how much oxygen is in water.
Yeah, how many molecules?
Yeah. This is one. I don't know. That's funny.
Was that like a straight guess on his part? Because I feel like it sounded like it, but it's called H2O.
Yeah, it's literally in the name. It's very helpful.
It's in the name.
I don't think he knew that. Or like, he mixed up his H and his O. You or one. He didn't know.
He mixed up that H-O.
O2H. So he throws it on Wes, and then he goes again and he gets another one right and he throws it on Wes, and Wes's plan did not work and he's out, but he seems okay with it. Mm-hmm. So it's Derek versus Mark.
He goes, come on, TJ, give me one more that I know.
He gets asked what Kim and Kanye's kids' names are.
I think first he gets to guess how to spell twerk, and he gets it immediately. And then his next one is, what is Kim and Kanye's kids? And he goes, all I know is Blue Ivy.
That's Beyonce and Jay-Z's kid, actually.
Yeah, okay. Either way. Strike.
Can you do that one? My bad, I'm dying. Okay, there's North, there's St. West.
Chicago.
Fourth one's hard because there's too many.
I don't think I remember the fourth one.
I don't either. That's like the newest one.
No, I stopped watching after Saint.
Yeah. That's fair. Another one because it was a surrogate. It was like, oh, weird. Okay, so Mark is next and he gets his wrong, which I don't remember what it was.
Oh, something about when you eat these kind of balls, what does animals that come from? And he said goat, but it's really a bull testicle.
Oh yeah, I felt like goat was a decent guess. I thought for sure he was right.
He sounded like very confident, and then they're like, no, it's a bull testicle, obviously.
Duh.
Yeah.
Colorado.
He doesn't know their delicacies.
So Derek wins and he celebrates, rightly so.
Yeah, back at the house.
Okay. Derek wins, back at the house. Um,
Party time.
Party time. And it's like a weird
They start playing a bop, Tipsy.
yeah, tipsy, and they play beer pong and it looks badass, and then they're playing like field games, which I just think is random and funny. Um, and I love that Kellyanne is like, I'm screwed, but I just want to enjoy my night. And I guess Derek is obviously going after Nehemiah, and I like that when Veronica and Kayla are like drunkenly laughing on the couch because Veronica had like fallen down the stairs with her grand entrance after her win.
Yeah. And I guess all to get pizza. And she's like, I don't even like pizza. But I just think it's so funny because that goes back to like the original challenge where everyone just gets in fights about pizza because they get so fucking drunk and excited about pizza.
Yep. It's fair. It's a fair fight.
The next one is like Veronica and Ronnie have a little talk, and Ronnie is like kind of finally talking like game and trying to figure out where her head's at. And I think essentially like promises that if she doesn't say her name, like they're good, blah blah blah.
Yeah. And then Kellyanne awkwardly comes up and they like act like it's The Bachelor, which was funny and awkward.
Yeah. And then Veronica's like, okay, but can you give us a few more minutes? And then Kellyanne's like, yeah, I can go back upstairs and then come back down in a minute.
Oh,
and it was so awkward, like just like ugh.
Terrible. And I couldn't tell who said that at the time. Like I thought it was like to Ronnie or whatever, and then I was like, oh, it's to Kellyanne. That's terrible, of course. Kellyanne's definitely going in.
Yeah. And then we have Mark and Derek having a little combo, and they're pretty much trying to decide, should they go safe route Nehemiah, or should Derek go for a big hitter in Jordan? And Derek is really worried that no matter who he sends in, that they're going to call in Mark, and he wants to try to protect Mark.
Right. But like at that time, Mark doesn't know that, right? In the conversation, because he's like, Mark is saying like he wants Wes. So if you pick Jordan, Jordan will pick Wes, or Wes would pick Jordan. Like, does he not know yet that he would be the one going in?
Well, I think like Mark is saying that like he thinks
Like,
that Wes might go for Jordan because that's how he thinks like Wes thinks he's going to win. And then Derek's like, no, I think they all talked and they're all going to vote you in.
Oh, yeah, he does say that then, which is shitty.
Yeah. Also, I think kind of true.
Yeah. I just thought, like, what happened to Wes and Jordan's beef? I love that shit. It's over now. Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like it's not even like I feel like it was almost like a little TV beef where they like knew they had past shit, but I feel like they've worked through it already, but they're still like fucking with each other a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Jordan's like getting laid now, so sure.
He's feeling happy.
Yeah, different priorities.
Different priorities. And then they cut back to Kellyanne and Veronica because Kellyanne has come back down from upstairs.
Oh, they finally talk. And Kellyanne does try to make a deal with Veronica and says that she would protect her the rest of the game, which is something that Sylvia should have said. Dumb.
Yeah. Like be obvious. Like when you're like selling like that, like just be obvious. Like you can't like do little weird talks.
You can't be like, oh, what about Naya or like the people that she's friends with? She's so stupid. So Veronica's like, you just threw a sabotage me. And it's not that hard to throw you in, and they haven't talked game yet. So I don't know. Doesn't look great, but Kellyanne did promise her, so it might mean something, it might not. We don't know. And then we get like cuts of John A. Can't talk. John A. like swimming in the pool very, very alone and mentally freaking out, I think, but still not doing anything about it.
Yeah. I don't know that she has much control.
Yeah, she just had such a good political game before, and now.
But she like I do think like when you win, it does put a target on your back, and it like people want her out of the game because they think that she's gonna beat them.
Yeah, that's true, and she knows that, so she's like, "Why try?" I don't blame her.
Also, I don't really think she's scared of anyone in an elimination.
That too, because she's a badass. I love that. So it is authority time, and Veronica talks about how Ronnie and Kellyanne would keep her safe for the rest of the game, but she doesn't know how true to their word they're going to be. And obviously, Veronica needs to think about the final. And Derek wants to protect Mark at all costs. And he's worried if he picks Jordan, Wes, or Nehemiah, they're going to pick Mark. So he wants to give Mark the easiest route of victory by picking him, I thought. That's where he was going with it. And Derek doesn't want to make any stupid games this late in the game. And they agree to swing big. And they pick Jordan and John A.
It was like funny when she goes, so do you feel comfortable with this? He goes, no, I don't feel comfortable. I feel absolutely uncomfortable with this.
Yeah. I love Kayla's face when they tell her. She's just like, what?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that everyone was shocked. Like, I thought they would have kind of let them know what was going on beforehand.
Probably just Mark, because I'm assuming he picked Jordan because that's who Mark wanted to go against. Right?
No, I think they're just swinging big. I think Mark doesn't think that Jordan, I don't think Mark thinks that Jordan's going to necessarily pick him.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that, so that's fair. Yeah, so John A tells Jordan that it's gonna be them. Of course, Jordan's like, I'm ready. He says something stupid.
Yep.
Let's do this. And John
I think
A...
he said more for the highlight reel, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, he's such a tool. Can't believe he said that.
He said it to John A, and John A was just like, yeah, okay.
Like, that's what you're about.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm trying to make money for my family.
Can we not? But she needs to prove herself in elimination. She hasn't done one yet, so it's time, girl. And okay, so very dramatic. I love the walk-up music this year. It's so badass. It like cuts and it just like gets me every time. It's really good. That's all I had. And John A is up first to choose, and she chooses Ronnie, which I wasn't.
I hated this so much.
She should have chose oh, I guess I was gonna say Veronica, but she couldn't pick Veronica. Kayla would be good. Kayla's not good at puzzles though, right?
Yeah, Kayla's terrible at puzzles. She should have picked Kayla.
Yeah. So Jordan decides to talk about his tattoos.
Blah blah speech.
Blah blah Hercules, blah blah. So he talks about a god taking down from, I don't care. He wants to slay a godfather.
Yeah. And he picked Mark. Yeah. And then he goes, he may be the godfather. I'm gonna show him who's daddy.
That like
Jordan.
Like, are you gonna fuck him?
Yeah, like what?
I think you're gonna do something to him. Like, it was a lot. It's called Pull Your Weight, and they are these two massive towers with puzzle pieces on top, and you have to pull a really heavy weight to get them down, and then you get the puzzle pieces out and you solve the puzzle. Very simple. So the girls are up first, and Ronnie's a beast. This is where I'm scared for John A.
Because she pulls that thing super fucking fast and gets those puzzle pieces down pretty quick and gets a quick lead.
Yeah, she's a beast. And so then, I mean, John A gets the puzzle pieces not too far behind, and it looks like they're neck and neck with the puzzle, and it just is like done in 2 seconds, right? John A is just like boom, 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 done.
Yep. John A knows those puzzles really well. Like, yeah, she gets those quick. And that was like, congrats, John A. I love you too, but like, I love Ronnie.
I know. Get rid of the people we don't want. I wish it was
Although
Veronica.
She's just like so relatable and just like, I don't know. I just like Ronnie. I'm just like, everything she says, I'm like, yeah, I relate to that.
I know. I mean, she hasn't been on TV since like 98 or whatever, or maybe 2030, but so long. So that.
Yeah.
All right. Next are the guys. And Mark gets his puzzle before Jordan because Jordan's got a hand problem, as we know. And then, I mean,
he's hard to get like full grip. It's difficult for him to get like full grip and then keep pulling while he has grip with the one that he's like holding. So it's just like he has to essentially like wrap part of it around his arm and then pull and then re-wrap and pull. So he has to do quite a bit more work than anyone.
Yeah. And I mean, props to him. He did pretty well. So
it is funny watching the stands and watching how stressed Derek is.
I know.
Just stay calm. Stay calm, Mark. And it's like, Derek, you stay the fuck calm. Mark looks fine.
I think Veronica said it's like him down there or something. He's so attached to Mark. I didn't even know.
And those guys, well, finally Jordan does get the puzzle pieces and Mark has quite a bit of a lead, but Jordan has plenty of time to catch up and do the puzzle.
Yeah.
They both take forever, like so long doing this puzzle.
So long, it's embarrassing.
And then finally Mark wins.
And I didn't even think he had it right because he like slammed that piece in. Yeah. So I was like, he didn't even get it. But he did. And damn, he took Jordan out. So that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Probably the best case scenario for all the guys. I'm sure they're really happy about that, actually.
Yeah. I mean, sad for the show because Mark Loki is a little boring, but.
And weird. Yeah. I'll take Jordan's douchebaggery any day.
Yeah, well, Jordan gives us content. Mark is hard to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. Ugh, this is when it gets boring. Who do we have left that's cool? Derek's been cool.
Yeah.
Brad is Brad.
Ronnie's confessional though broke my heart, where she's like, I just don't have like a flexible schedule. I don't know if this is gonna be my last time like doing this or not.
Yeah, which is very relatable.
Yeah, I know. I was like saying, they're like, she's like, I have a career, I have a family, like I can't just like be here all the time.
Right.
And then she ends with, don't count me out, don't count me in, just be ready when I come back. And hopefully it's next season because I love you.
Yes, come back. And you killed it. You killed it. So Johnny and Mark are each gonna have 4 stars. And Mark says something stupid like legend versus legend, but he's a bigger fucking legend.
How about that?
Naya's crying. Jordan does his send-off focus on Naya. It's very like reminds me of Tori flashbacks.
Yeah. You're gonna win, you take home, oh, you get the check. And I'm just like, okay, like
he's not even gonna talk about himself. He's literally gonna be like, this is for you.
Also, I swear to God, if someone spoke to me like that, I would be like, okay, thank you, fine, I can handle me, you handle you. It's like, exactly.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
But Naya's alone, Johnny is alone. A lot of people are alone now, so
everyone's crying.
Everyone's crying, but we'll have to see what happens next week.
Next week looks like a banger.
I didn't watch the preview, but
I did. It's intense. You should watch it.
Excited. I will. I was in a time crunch getting these notes in.
I feel that.
I had an hour. But I did it.
Hell yeah.
All right. We should be back next week. So
on time.
Hey. On time. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.